So Disney at this point should probably just cut out the middleman and set fire to $1 billion directly, because that would at least be entertaining. I'm just wondering about this. I mean, did Disney lose a bet and was forced to make the Snow White remake? Well, anyways, now the project has gone up in flames, and Disney is doing what any mature, responsible company would do: blaming a 20-year-old actress. Yeah, that'll fix it. So, there's this gossip that Disney's producer Mark Platt actually flew across the country just to yell at Rachel Zegler for talking, which, to be fair, is understandable. The girl did about as much damage to the movie as an actual fire would have. So, Jonah Platt, he's Mark Platt's son, and he decided to clear the air online, saying, yeah, my dad, the producer of a massive Disney IP with hundreds of millions on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand this 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the movie promotion for which she was being paid millions. Which, if you translate from Hollywood speak, means, Rachel, you cost us money. And money is our only religion. Yeah, it's a weird situation because technically he's not wrong. She absolutely torched this movie's reputation before a single frame was even shown. But also, was anyone actually excited about this remake to begin with? This was a fixer-upper film from day one, and Disney just handed Zegler a sledgehammer and said, "Go babe, go nuts." Okay. Let's be fair, Rachel Zegler didn't single-handedly kill this movie, but did she help? Yeah. That she went on record calling the original Snow White outdated and problematic. Sure, it's an 87-year-old movie. It's got some dust on it, but when you're starring in the remake, maybe don't publicly trash the thing you're trying to sell. I mean, it's just common sense. Imagine a car salesman looking you dead in the eyes and going, "Well, sir, this car, absolute garbage. You'd have to be a moron to buy it. Anyway, how many can I put you down for?" Rachel Zegler's comments rubbed Disney's core audience the wrong way. But here's the funny part. She was not wrong. She was just saying what Disney was too cowardly to admit out loud. The film was always designed as a modern, feminist reimagining of the story. Disney just didn't have the spine to market it that way. So they let Zegler do the talking, and when the internet turned on her, Disney suddenly decided, "Rachel, who's that?" And then there's this the moment that truly cements this movie's place in cinematic train wreck history. Rachel Zegler watching herself in an empty theater, alone, cheering. Now guys, this is some next level delusion. You can see the pure joy on her face. It's as if she's watching an entirely different movie. One where she's actually a successful Hollywood star instead of the face of Disney's biggest flop. Man, this clip is so bad that if you literally just mute the audio and just look at her eyes, and you start getting some serious American Psycho vibes. And let's not forget, after this disaster, she had the audacity to post, "Behind every strong woman is herself," which is just, wow. Girl bossing your way into financial catastrophe. It's really inspiring. Really. Honestly, even if Rachel Zegler had been the world's greatest PR ambassador, if she had personally delivered cupcakes to every Disney fan, this movie was still doomed. Now there's just a simple reason behind this. Audiences are they just had enough. No one wants this live-action remake nonsense. For a while, Disney got away with it. They dangled nostalgia right in front of us, slapping photorealistic animals on screen, and we fell for it. But now, well, we're not stupid anymore. Remember the Lion King remake? Do I have to say anything else? The Little Mermaid remake, no audience, Mufasa, no box office. So Disney is at that weird stage of denial where they just keep doubling down instead of admitting they're out of ideas. It's like watching someone try to microwave a fork over and over, fully convinced it'll eventually work. And then there's the other Snow White controversy, the dwarfs. Because Disney, in their infinite wisdom, decided to replace the seven dwarfs with CGI magical creatures. Because apparently Peter Dinklage said the original story was problematic, and Disney's response was, yes, the solution here is to fire every little person actor and give the roles to pixels instead. Now, some dwarf actors are suing Disney for discrimination because they were denied work opportunities, which is just chef's kiss, the most Disney thing possible. Taking a bad situation and somehow making it even worse. Okay, so Rachel Zegler didn't help. The smugness, the arrogance, it's not exactly the best marketing strategy, but she didn't greenlight this disaster. She did not write the script. She did not decide to erase the dwarfs. And she certainly did not sign off whatever nightmare-inducing CGI they're passing off as fantasy creatures. Disney built this dumpster fire brick by brick. Disney hired a good singer, but an actor, I'm sorry, no. And on top of that, they let her run her mouth with zero media training. And then they just dumped her when it all went sideways. If Hollywood learns anything from this mess, which they won't, it's that you can't just insult your audience and expect them to buy tickets. This isn't just about Snow White, it's about Disney's consistent habit of making bad movies and then gaslighting the audience into thinking they're the problem for not liking them. And that, folks, is the real fairy tale they're trying to sell. Anyways, this was a review made by the Morbidly Obese Duck, and I'm just gonna waddle away now. Quack.